me take you on a deep dive into the 2025 Land Rover Defender 90, a compact but mighty off-road icon reinvented for the modern era, blending brutal capability, rugged styling, and surprising luxury all into one compact two-door chassis. Here's everything you need to know. Right off the bat, the Defender 90 is the short wheelbase derivative of Land Rover's current L663 generation, sharing the same D7X architecture as its 110 and 130 siblings. The 90 is physically more compact. Its wheelbase is 2587mm, about 101.9 inches, and with the spare wheel included, its total length is 4583mm, 4323mm without the spare. The width across mirrors is roughly 2008mm, and its height hovers near 1969mm, making it a tall, boxy little beast. In its base or coil spring setup, ground clearance is about 226mm, while with the optional air suspension, it can increase to around 291mm. The angle of approach is roughly 31.5 degrees, and the departure angle reaches about 37.8 degrees, giving it serious off-road geometry. Land Rover claims a maximum wading depth of 35 inches or about 900mm when configured appropriately, backed by a wade sensing camera system to guide entry and exit safely. Under the hood, the 2025 Defender 90 offers a variety of powertrains depending on trim and region. The base engine is a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4 with about 296 HP, in some markets 296 horsepower and 295 pound-feet torque, paired to an 8-speed automatic all-wheel drive with a 2-speed transfer case and locking differentials as standard. Stepping up, a 3-liter inline-6 mild hybrid MHEV variant produces around 395 HP and 406 pound-feet torque, aided by a 48-volt electric supercharger for better responsiveness. For those craving serious firepower, there's the supercharged 5.0-liter V8 in P525 or V8 models, making about 518 HP and 461 pound-feet, which Land Rover claims can deliver 0 to 60 miles per hour in the mid-4-second range, around 4.4 seconds in some tests. And topping the line is the Octa variant, shared across the Defender range, which uses a twin-turbo 4.4-liter V8, producing up to 626 HP, eclipsing even many sports cars in performance. In real-world tests, Car and Driver managed 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds in a V8-powered 90, and estimates for the Octa push that under 4 seconds. The 90 P525 has also been quoted at 0 to 62 miles per hour, 0 to 100 kph in another review, though that may be conservative factory spec figure. On efficiency, the fuel consumption is respectable given the size and weight. The 90 with the 4-cylinder is rated at 18 mpg city, 21 mpg highway, 19 mpg combined in EPA estimates. With the 6, city efficiency may dip to 17 mpg, but highway ratings improve slightly, 23 mpg, in some configurations. The V8 variants have lower efficiency, often in the 14 to 19 mpg range, depending on configuration and driving style. The fuel tank capacity is about 23.8 gallon, about 90 liters, giving a theoretical highway range in the region of 475 plus miles. Towing capacity is strong, up to 8,201 pounds, about 3,720 kilograms in optimal configurations, making it an extremely capable hauler for a vehicle of its class. With advanced co-assist features and counter-steer help, it's designed to make towing less strenuous. Off-road, the Defender 90 shines. Terrain Response and Terrain Response 2 selectable modes, tailored traction, suspension response, and throttle mapping across surfaces like rock crawl, mud, sand, snow, etc. The optional adjustable air suspension can raise the ride height, improve ground clearance, flatten attitude on slopes, and improve breakover capability. In its more advanced form, the Defender's 6D dynamic system on Octa uses hydraulically interconnected dampers that make the use of conventional anti-roll bars unnecessary, yielding superior composure both on and off-road. The vehicle can foray through deep water, with the wading depth of 35 inches, 900mm, being among the best in the market. The chassis is fully independent front and rear, no solid axles, departing from the traditional ladder frame architecture of classic Defenders, which aids everyday comfort while still preserving serious capability. Moving to the interior, the cabin is a careful balance of rugged and premium. The design nods to the go-anywhere heritage, Exposed rivets and structural beams, like a magnesium crossbeam running full width, are visible and serve both aesthetic and structural roles. The dashboard layout is somewhat unconventional. Instead of a conventional center console, controls and switches are integrated into a trapezoidal extension beneath the touchscreen, and the shift lever and ignition are mounted on that structure rather than a traditional console. Some variants allow the center console to fold up into a jump seat between front passengers, making a 3-across seating arrangement possible. Higher trims include a 12.3-inch digital driver display and optional head-up display. Infotainment is handled by Land Rover's PV Pro system on a 10-inch standard or optional 11.4-inch, or in newer models even 13.1-inch touchscreen, which supports over-the-air updates, live traffic, smartphone integration, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and sound systems from Meridian 6 to 14 speaker systems. While capable, some testers note occasional lag or unintuitive portions of the software and infotainment control layout, especially among the physical buttons and steering wheel controls. Seating comfort is good. Front seats are heavily bolstered. Many trims offer 12-way power adjustment, heating, ventilation, and memory functions. Rear seats are more cramped given the short wheelbase. Access is tighter, legroom modest, and for taller adults it requires some contortion. Cargo space behind the rear seats is about 15.6 cubic feet, about 0.44 meters cubed, while folding the rear seats opens up to 58.3 cubic feet, about 1.65 meters cubed. Those with gear needs may find it limiting, but compared to classic compact off-roaders, it is acceptable. And the swing-out tailgate can be cumbersome in tight spots. For comparison, the larger 110 and 130 versions offer significantly more cargo room and seat flexibility. Build materials vary. Trims use combinations of hardened plastics, durable textile panels, leather or leatherette, and rubberized flooring in some off-road packs to allow easier cleaning. From a safety perspective, the 2025 Defender bundles a full suite of driver assistance features, including blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, rear cross-traffic alert, emergency braking, driver attention alert, and more. Unique to Land Rover are off-road aids such as roll control algorithms, descent control, and off-road traction management tailored for rough terrain. In crash safety tests, while specific 2025 model results may vary by region, the Defender line generally garners strong structural integrity, though its tall and boxy shape makes certain rollover or side impact dynamics a careful design challenge. Moving to driving impressions, on pavement, the Defender 90 surprises with composed handling and a more refined ride than its rugged looks imply. The independent suspension, combined with tuned dampers, delivers better control than many older off-roaders. And among luxury SUVs with off-road capability, it feels more confident than some crossover rivals. Steering is precise enough for daily use, though the tall center of gravity and body roll at the limit are always reminders of its heritage. When pushed harder, especially in V8 versions, it feels more muscular but remains quite tractable. Off the pavement, the Defender 90 shows its mettle. The short wheelbase helps when negotiating tight trails or switchbacks, enabling sharper pivots and increased agility compared to the longer 110 and 130. Thanks to selectable drive modes, locking differentials, and the optionally adjustable suspension, it can master mud, rocks, sand, and steep gradients with confidence. The weighting system and camera aids help mitigate blind spots in deep water or muddy crossings. When climbing, the torque delivery, especially in the 6 and V8 engines, is abundant, and the available traction aids prevent wheel spin. The suspension articulates well over uneven terrain, and the optional air suspension helps maintain composure when one or more wheels lose contact. However, the approach and departure angles, though competitive, are still limited compared to purpose-built hardcore rock crawlers, and in extreme terrain, some aftermarket modifications, for example skid plates, upgraded tires, rock sliders, may be desirable. From a usability viewpoint, the Defender 90 is more of a niche vehicle. Its compact proportions make it ideal for 2- or 3-person adventures rather than family utility, and its limited cargo space underscores that. It is likely to appeal to those who prioritize off-road prowess, style, and driving thrill over sheer practicality. In pricing, the Defender line starts at a relatively accessible point for the base 90, though when you stack options and higher powertrains, it can climb steeply, brushing into Range Rover territory. Land Rover also offers modular accessory packs, Urban Pack, Explorer Pack, Adventure Pack, with roof racks, snorkels, side box mounts, and more to outfit the Defender for specific mission profiles. The maintenance and ownership side is worth noting. Its complexity, especially in higher trims, suggests higher servicing costs, and fuel, parts, and insurance will be premium owing to its performance and off-road design. In evaluating trade-offs, you gain an unmatched combination of compact off-road agility and premium tech, but accept constraints in interior room, cargo capacity, and ride in aggressively tuned variants. In summary, the 2025 Land Rover Defender 90 stands as a compelling promise. A bold, capable, small-footprint off-road vehicle with modern luxury and technology, ideal for enthusiasts who value performance, trail readiness, and distinctive character over sheer utility. If you value that blend and are okay with compromise in space, the Defender 90 is perhaps the most visceral and evocative way to experience Land Rover's off-road pedigree in a tight package today.